You've always been that inspiration for me to this day. For several reasons, because you know you're a natural athlete and it's very easy for everybody to shoot that down. But by doing that you create barriers and you do not give yourself the opportunity to evolve yourself. And I've always been like, I believe in this guy, because at one point I would be thinking the same, you know, when I was younger, I'd think, is it possible? And then as soon as I thought, yes, it is possible, I've been able to excel myself in various ventures, you know, whether it be in relationships, whether it be in life, whether it be in financials, or whether it be in happiness.
I'm going to come back to that.
Kris Gethin here with the man, the Titan, Mike Ohearn. We just finished doing Delts in here in Destination Dallas here in Texas. Now, this has been a long time coming for me for a couple of reasons. Number one, I've never visited Destination Dallas. And
You've never been here?
Never ever been here. Like I've known Michael, that owns this place for years. I visited him in Sweden, in his house here. He came and stayed with my parents in Wales years ago. And I just haven't been here since he's been here 4 years ago. So yeah, it's been a long time coming for this reason, and the main reason, training with you. But I never really got in on them. I think maybe I did a little bit of shoulders and shrugs with you at one point, whatever, but never really had any full sessions. But what is crazy and what you don't know, Nick knows, like I've done this a couple of times where I've spoken to him about back in the day. I'm gonna make you feel old now.
Oh shit.
When I was living in Wales, I was working in a wood warehouse. And I was picking up Muscle Mag, that was my magazine. Like I would go to the newsagents, because there was no online social resource, and I'd go to the newsagents and say, is Muscle Mag coming yet? And they'd be like, no, it's in like 2 weeks time. But I'd go in there the next day, has it come in yet? And
did you get your dates wrong?
Yeah, good accent. Stick to your day job.
Sorry.
And then I'd pick up the magazines and I would be in awe. And I'm not saying this because you're in front of me, Nick knows all the story. I'd be in awe looking at your physique. And I'd always be looking up to guys like Tito Raymond as well. Yeah, but especially in the Muscle Mag magazines, like I'd see the symmetrical physique, but it was full. It looked very pleasing to the eye, but it was freaky at the same time. But it also had the Venice aura to it. You know, you had the beaches, you had the trees, you had the beautiful women, and I was like, wow, this is like a superhero fantasy for me, you know. And I remember
let's just stop the interview now. We're good. We're done.
No. But I remember I would be forcing down dry tins of tuna. I had very little money, and dry potatoes, tried to pack on as much muscle as I possibly could. But I thought, I know, I'd watch this guy, I'm going to do a bodybuilding show. And I'd hide amongst the boxes in this warehouse, and there was a friend of mine who did martial arts. So he helped me put together a posing routine, which was very much martial arts based. It probably looked stupid on stage, but I didn't know any better. But it was you I was learning from, and I sought to for that inspiration. Yeah, but it's true. So, you know, and I've always looked upon you because you have always evolved. Your strength, immense. Your physique, like how many people now with your condition, your strength, and as you get older, you get better. Lips, I don't see anybody like this, you know. So you give me as feeling like, you know, I think age is just a number on your driver's license, and that's pretty much where it matters, and that's it. We can continue to evolve, and it's a journey, you know. If we don't have struggle, if we don't have challenge, then we don't have purpose. That's where you talk. You do all the talking in there. I got mad respect for that, Mike, so thank you very much for this opportunity today, mate. It means a lot to me. This is a milestone.
I gotta jump back just because of something you said. You said it here, and I don't know if the cameras picked it up earlier. It's, you know, I don't hear a lot of people say this. If this is possible, that's not possible. As soon as you start closing off your mind, it seems as though a lot of people shut down in life. Just like I think both of our idols, without even asking you if he's an idol, I'll guarantee he is one of your idols. Bruce Lee would say, there's no ceiling.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, it's like, this world is truly amazing that you can create, if you believe well enough. If you believe in something so passionately that you breathe it every day, you can create something incredible for yourself, and you can live outside the means. But it seems as though a lot of people just shut down from the start. I gotta do my schooling, I gotta go to college, I gotta get a 9 to 5, I gotta get married, I gotta buy a house, I gotta have kids. I gotta get old. At 30, my knees are bad, and then I'm done. It just seems like that's the norm. That's society, and it seems like what you said, or what Bruce Lee did, or what Arnold did. You know, it's like everybody loves Arnold for Arnold's physique. I don't.
It's from the neck up.
Yeah, I mean, there's been tons of Mr. Universes, Mr. USAs, Mr. Olympias, not a lot of Mr. Olympias, but there's been a lot of guys. And what separates everybody is their beliefs and their passion. Arnold is passionate. And you could see it in his what he does now. He's almost 70. And what you said was, don't put limits on things. And it is easy to go, this guy, that guy's whatever. It's, you have a whole ceiling. There's no ceiling. You get to create anything. You've got better over the years.
So what we're doing right now, for me, this is kind of a warm-up just to kind of feel it on the nervous system. We already did behind the necks. We started with side laterals. I'm gonna jump on some front press now. I don't want to kill the energy, so I'm not gonna do a lot of sets and reps. Keep it singles, and let's go up something stupid. Why not, right?
Yeah.
So when you got a training partner that's a beast, like these guys, sometimes what you do is you let them go. They set the number, set it out of reach for you. You got to man up and at least match it or beat it. I say beat it. Let's get this going.
And so it's cool to see somebody else who's established and doing incredibly well say what you said. I like that. And I hope more people, more kids, because I think it's when you get to a certain age, you're so stubborn in your ways that you stop. But for the kids out there, if they can just keep that open mind and go, you know what? I can do whatever.
Exactly. I think one of the problems is like maybe social media is at fault to do with this a little bit, where people will compare themselves to someone else. Like, I would never compare myself to you, and I wouldn't want anybody to compare themselves to me. I'm generally not going to be tall, dark, and handsome. That ain't going to happen. But I can be 5% better than what I am, and I can continue to work upon that. So as soon as people come online and they see you and they think, there's no way I can be like that, insecurity sets in and they start shouting you down. And then all of a sudden they close themselves off. There's two people that walk down the street and they go, wow, look at that mansion up there. I want that. I'm going to work towards that. Or the other person, generally somebody from the UK possibly, would look up at that and go, lucky bastard, how did he get that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's two different types of people. One will get that house, and I guarantee the latter won't. They set these standards.
You can't see it, but I got tingles because I everything you're saying, and we didn't really talk about all this and what we were going to talk about today, but what you're saying is what I believe and stuff. And it's like, I'll say things on social media, like I want to get a castle. That's I actually want a freaking castle, and I want polar bears there.
Is that why you name it that?
Yeah.
You already
that's
named
what I'm
it. He's already christened it.
Yeah, I'm good in life, but I want so much more, and I know what I can accomplish. And that circle around you, man, I got a circle around me right now that's so powerful that I am the small guy in the totem pole. And I mean in life. What these people created and what they did off of no college degree, not even finishing high school. These guys they're, I don't want to say, because you think I'll go one way financially, but it's what they've created is such an incredible life for them and their family and their friends that it brings all their friends up. And I'm in a circle now of people that are just so motivating to me, besides my girlfriend. But it's incredible. It's who your circle is as you're growing up and what you believe in. Don't shut yourself down. So it's like the castle, man. That castle's mine.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got it, but I'm going to get that castle.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't compare yourself and get it the way that person got it. There's so many different ways that you climb, and you can take out Everest. Whichever path works for you is the one that's going to get you there. Like, you're never going to be so bold and brash and say, well, that way's not going to work. The way that he trains doesn't work. Yeah, it does. It all works. You just have to find the path that works for you.
I got lucky. I got lucky about this. I grew up with dyslexia. Still have it. And I say I'm lucky. Most people think, oh, it's a disability and stuff. Yeah, but it opened up a whole nother side of my mind to create and believe and see what's possible. But one thing I did is when I was a kid, I had to remember this incredible poem. And it says, do not compare yourself to others because you will become vain and bitter. And I've known this since I was 10 years old, and I believe that wholeheartedly. You start comparing yourself on social media, this person, that person, what he does, what he doesn't, what he has. He's driving a Lamborghini, I got a Datsun 210. You know, you start doing that stuff and you become vain and bitter and angry.
Yeah.
Just keep working, man. This is fun.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we do this for the lifeline that we have within ourselves. What I say is basically we have this vessel that we've been given for a certain amount of duration while we're here. Of course we need to take care of it, but it isn't that should be our driving force. You know, people become very, I'd say there's more insecurity within this industry than more people that actually go to McDonald's every day. You know, because they're looking at the pecking order the completely wrong way. If they look at themselves for therapeutic, you know, purposes and health purposes, yeah, the vanity is definitely there, but it should all be encompassing. It shouldn't be the superficial front that comes first, because then internally you can become unhealthy.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, and it's, I love what you said today. I love what you said
I could carry on this conversation all day.
I could cut the workout from this and just go off of this conversation, because
we'll start going off onto the little bit of traction and stuff in a second. All right, well, anyway, thank you very much, Mike. We need to eat. Ooh, I won't even say what's over there. We got a carb load.
Hey, do you guys like our little our backdrop here? Donahue wish he had something like that.
Yeah,
Exactly. I went too old on that one. Sorry, guys.
So this is the next studio for our photo shoot. All right, thank you, Mike. A pleasure, mate. Absolute pleasure.